And India hit out at Pakistan over the multiple terror attacks in the valley, asking it to stop these activities directed against the country, and said that it was even ready to help Pakistan if it was unable to do so itself. Accusing Pakistan of giving shelter to terrorists, Home Minister Rajnath Singh said militants want to create fear psychosis among the people in the valley as they are frustrated by the high voter turnout in the ongoing assembly election. Now, Prime Minister Modi also condemned the attacks and called on the nation to remember the army and the police officers who were killed in these attacks. The opposition, however, has hit out at the government over these terror strikes, now demanding that the government reveal its stand on the country's internal security. All right, joining me right now live from Srinagar is my colleague Shajaul Haq. In Delhi, Pankaj Upadhyay joins me. Shaja, coming to you first. The army chief will be visiting Jammu and Kashmir today. Give us a sense of what's happening. Of course, after those terror strikes, the security we hear is beefed up.
Well, that's right. In fact, in past 3 days, we've been continuously reporting about it. There is an alert being sounded by the intelligence agencies about possibility of terror strikes, including, Fidayeen attacks. And yesterday was a glaring example of that. We saw 4 attacks happening back to back. First in Uri, in which these militants managed to sneak in and barge into an army camp. By the end of the day, we had 11 casualties of the security forces, and 6 of these militants were also gunned down. Then there were 2 more attacks, 2 more grenade attacks, and of course one encounter that took place in the outskirts of Srinagar. So it was one of the bloodiest days that Kashmir has seen of late. But the threat continues to loom large. It is far from over. Even now, the intelligence agencies have inputs that there could be more such attacks in the run-up to the next phase of the elections. Also, the Prime Minister is likely to visit on December 8th, and he is supposed to address rallies in Srinagar as well as in some parts of Anantnag. So those are going to be important challenges for the security establishment here to ensure that these events are not disrupted. And also the next phase of polling, which happens on December 9th, is it goes on peacefully.
Right.
Having said that, one important point that one can see on the ground is an increased number of police personnel almost all across in Srinagar city. Throughout the night, there were various checkpoints that were established, to give a sense of security.
All right, Shaja. Pankaj, coming to you, now the opposition has upped its attack. Now it's going for the Prime Minister, saying that the Prime Minister should explain in the House, perhaps give an explanation as to what is this government's policy on internal security issues. They want a blueprint now. The question is, will the government come out with a statement? Will it be ready to come up with a blueprint?
That's right. First of all, the government has already been embarrassed, one after the Sadhvi episode, then the unfortunate incident at Chhattisgarh, and now the most unfortunate incident at J&K. So the opposition has succeeded in pushing the BJP government at a corner, and now the Congress party is now demanding a blueprint, asking that the Prime Minister should reveal, one, how he wishes to prevent the cross-border terrorism or the Pakistan-sponsored terrorism, and how they wish to restore the integrity of life of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and not just Jammu and Kashmir but the other states as well, thereby putting a big question mark on the foreign policy and the domestic policy of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, because of late that we have seen, neither has the cross-border terrorism stopped, nor any international pressure has been put on Pakistan, and nor has India succeeded in making Pakistan put a break on terrorism and come on talking tables. And that's why Congress really finds enough fodder to gun for Prime Minister, saying that on all fronts it has really failed, and that also comes at a time when Narendra Modi is to visit the valley as well, thereby saying that the northmost state of our country has been absolutely insecure, and militancy has been there, as we all know, for quite some time, residual as it may be, but the fact remains the government will have to put in more attempts to wipe out even the last bit of it.
Absolutely. Big concern for the government right now, especially since the election is on in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. We'll keep coming back to you for the latest. Thanks so much, Shaja and Pankaj.